Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're stepping into a time machine to look at the top 8 Ford concept cars that dazzled us but never hit the roads. From futuristic speedsters to off-road beasts, these are the cars we wish had a parking spot in reality. So buckle up and let's get rolling. Let's kick things off with the Ford Indigo, or as it's also known, Lynx. Unveiled in 1996, this concept was Ford's way of flexing its IndyCar muscles. Seriously, this car looked like it was stolen from a sci-fi set with its open-wheel design, open top, and, wait for it, scissor doors. Oh yes, you heard that right, scissor doors. The kind that make you look like a billionaire exiting his spaceship. The Indigo was imagined with a V12 engine co-developed with Cosworth, a name that just oozes performance. But in reality, the prototype sported a V8, a bit of a downgrade, sure, but let's be honest, any car with scissor doors can have a lawnmower engine and still turn heads. Despite its flashy features, the Indigo was ultimately a show pony and never made it to production. I know, it's a tragedy on par with Shakespeare. Up next is the Ford X, an off-road buggy that looked like the automotive offspring of the Hulk and a Transformer. Revealed in 2001, this was Ford's answer to a question no one asked but should have. What if Ford made an off-road buggy? With no doors, no roof, and big old all-terrain tires, this was the perfect car for anyone whose idea of a good time is eating dust and loving it. The EX packed a supercharged 4.0-liter V6, a modified Explorer engine, mind you, that blasted out 375 GP and 410 lb-ft of torque. This power was sent to all four wheels through a 5-speed manual transmission. Oh, and let's not forget the drain plug, so you could just hose out the entire thing after your muddy adventures. It's like Ford gave it a built-in shower. Despite its rugged charm, the EX never made it to production, leaving all the mud-loving hill-climbing enthusiasts high and dry. The Mustang Mach III, the concept car that dared to dream big but is rarely talked about today. Unveiled in 1992, this baby set the stage for the fourth-generation Mustang. The Mach III was basically the Y2K aesthetic on wheels. With its low-raked windshield and speedster body, this was the Mustang you'd expect to see in a boy band's music video from the late 90s. Under the hood, a supercharged V8 boasting a whopping 450 GP. You could basically feel the wind in your mullet just thinking about it. While the low-raked windshield and speedster body didn't make it to the production line, its influence on future Mustang designs can't be ignored. In many ways, the Mach III was like that underground indie band that never made it big, but influenced all the chart toppers. Next on our list is the Iosis, Ford's glimpse into the kinetic design era. Debuted at the 2005 Frankfurt Motor Show, this concept looked like it drove straight out of a Cyberpunk 2077 prequel, only, without the bugs. This was the cool, older cousin to the fourth-generation Mondeo. The Iosis flaunted butterfly doors, a roofline lower than my chances of winning the lottery, and wheels shinier than my forehead in high school. While the real-world Mondeo did borrow a few cues, let's just say it didn't inherit all the cool genes from the Iosis. This concept even had a solid aluminum steering wheel, which, let's face it, is cooler than saying solid aluminum steering wheel 5 times fast. Though the Iosis never hit the streets, its influence on Ford's kinetic design can still be felt today. Let's turn the clock back to 2001 and talk about the Ford Fortynine. If you're a Thunderbird fan still grieving over its last generation, this car is your shoulder to cry on. Created by Chip Foose, a man who knows a thing or two about custom classic cars, the Fortynine was everything the 2002 Thunderbird should have been but wasn't. It rocked the same 3.9-liter Jaguar Vibe 8, but that's where the similarities end. The Fortynine was a nostalgic tribute to the 1949 Ford, giving us a glimpse of what could have been, a beautiful retro convertible without any of the Thunderbird's quality issues. Imagine cruising down Route 66 in this beauty, attracting more stares than a cat walking on 2 legs. Sadly, the Fortynine never saw production, leaving us with the what-ifs that haunt every car enthusiast's dreams. Hold on to your seatbelts because the Ford Reflex is going to flip your expectations upside down. Debuted in 2006, this concept car was Ford's little engine that could for the small car market. The Reflex was to subcompacts what the Dos Equis guy is to beer commercials. Interesting. And unlike most concept cars, it didn't house a V8 or even a V6 under its hood. Nope, it was a diesel-electric hybrid, wrapped in a package featuring backward butterfly doors, big wheels, and a design aesthetic that screams, "I may be small, but I've got style." The Reflex had it all. Sadly, this pint-sized game-changer never made it to production, but its ethos lived on, influencing Ford's smaller North American offerings like the now discontinued Fiesta. Ever feel the need to get away from the world and lock yourself in a bank vault? No? Well, Ford's SYNus concept will make you reconsider. Unveiled at the 2005 Iosis, this car had a working name of Armadillo, and much like the creature, this vehicle was all about armor. Designed with a fortified exterior that could withstand bullets, yes, bullets, the SYNus was what you'd drive during a zombie apocalypse, or maybe just to survive your morning commute. But don't let its tough exterior fool you. Inside, it was a haven of comfort, complete with a LAN hub and swiveling seats. Perfect for Netflix binges or maybe a mobile LAN party if you're into that sort of thing. Unfortunately, the SYNus never made it to the streets, leaving us wondering if our dream of a rolling fortress will ever come true. Finally, we come to the piece de resistance, the 24.7. Unveiled in the year 2000, this futuristic marvel wasn't just one car, it was three: a pickup, an SUV, and a coupe. Like the Swiss Army knife of concept cars, it aimed to meet every need, but its real claim to fame? The tech inside. Developed with tech company Visteon, the 24.7 had voice recognition capabilities that understood multiple languages and a fully configurable digital gauge cluster. This was back when most of us were still using flip phones, people. Even if you weren't blown away by the boxy exterior, the technology inside was genuinely ahead of its time. 24.7 was the Nostradamus of the car world, predicting tech trends we're only now starting to see in our rides. And that wraps up our journey through the intriguing world of Ford concept cars. Beautiful, bizarre, but always groundbreaking. If you enjoyed this automotive time travel, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Until next time, keep dreaming about the cars that could have been.